Toronto landlord threatened to evict these tenants for being 1 penny short on a rent payment. Carl and Olliver Henry are two brothers who live at 33 King Street, a building in Toronto's working-class Weston neighbourhood. They lived there for 10 years before they were threatened with losing their home. Their landlord is Dream Unlimited, a multinational corporation with over $28 billion in assets. It's one example of a bigger pattern I've reported on, where Toronto's corporate landlords are targeting Toronto's working-class Black neighbourhoods. They're evicting tenants in order to squeeze out more profit from homes. This is backed up by new research from Toronto Metropolitan University. The study found that Toronto's Black renter-majority neighbourhoods saw over 5 times the number of eviction filings compared to the citywide average. These evictions are being used as a way to push out long-term tenants so that landlords can raise rents an unlimited amount. Black renters in Toronto often live in neighbourhoods with older buildings that are privately owned. Financialized landlords love to buy these buildings because tenants there are paying below market rent. There is no cap on how much a landlord can raise rent between tenants. So, if you can get a long-term tenant out of their unit, a landlord can suddenly charge double or triple the rent, which means that there is a lot of money to be made by forcing out long-term Black tenants like Carl and Olliver, and landlords are using shady tactics to do it. There have been reports of Toronto landlords harassing tenants with notices and threats, or putting off maintenance to create conditions that justify evictions. It's a move that some scholars are now calling racial banishment. Luckily, Carl and Olliver were able to get help from the York South Weston Tenant Union, which called an emergency meeting with their landlord. Finally, the landlord agreed to drop the eviction. But that's not the story for so many Black renters in Toronto, whose homes are threatened by corporate landlords looking to squeeze every penny out of renters. Tenant unions are calling for vacancy control, which would put a cap on how much rents can rise between tenants. One tenant organizer told me it'll basically cut all of this because there will be no financial incentive to evict tenants anymore. You can read my full article at breachmedia.ca.